This is Pathik Viramgama from Team 32. We are the group of Mustafa Afrikawala, Parth Rawal, and Pathik Viramgama. And our project topic was concurrency and deadlock. So let's start with it. We click on the concurrency and deadlock tab. Okay. First of all, we have more about concurrency. Concurrency means multiple computation and all that theory on the top. There is a video lecture here from the YouTube played in this application directly about concurrency. And after that, you will find the instruction how to use these lock variable test and set turn variable and Peterson's algorithm. You have to follow these instructions to apply in these algorithms. Now we go back. Sorry, we go back and now see more about deadlock. Same thing. Here the instructions for Banker's algorithm has been mentioned here. Okay, because only Banker's algorithm is used for here solving it. And also there is Ostrich algorithm. We have implemented a new thing. Uh, Now then we have semaphores. What is semaphore in theory? There is a video and there is an instruction on how to operate binary semaphores and counting semaphores algorithm. Now let's explore the various algorithms. Let's start with a simple binary semaphore. Okay, from the below button we can add processes. This is the infinite process algorithm, so we can add as many as processes. Now the x equal to 1 value is the buffer size. Buffer, how many things can be accumulated in the buffer. Let's say P0, I clicked on the P0, so it directly went into the buffer because there was no one lined up in the queue. Now let's say I want to go for P1. It will be aligned in the entry because there is already one person in the buffer and the value for the buffer is now 0. So no and new process can be entered into the buffer. Now let's finish P0. Okay, yes, P0 is finished. Now buffer is open. So let's P1. Okay, P1 is buffer and x is again 0 and P1. Okay, that way you can do it. Now click on this x equal to 1 button to reset the program and you can do the whole thing again. Now let's go for counting semaphores. In counting semaphores, we have to first of all click here and enter the integer value of how many process can come in the buffer at a time. Let's say I am selecting 3 and then okay. Now I am going to add 4 processes to check whether this x equal to 3 is working or not. Let's say P0, it directly went into buffer x equal to 2. Now x equal to 1 and x equal to 0. Now P3 should not enter. Yeah, it's not entering. P0 finish, P3 enter, P1 finish, P2 finish, P3 finish. That is counting semaphore. Again, you have to click here to reset everything and enter whatever number you want. Now let's go for lock variable. Lock variable basically is the simplest algorithm of all. It uses a single variable to employ the critical situation. If there is a process in the critical situation, the variable will give the value of lock and no other process can enter the critical section. Okay, let's go for P0. P0 goes in the critical section. P1 and P2 will not be able to enter there. Let's say add one more process. Now P0 is finished. Now I wanna go for P3 entering. Okay, now P3 will direct enter critical because no one is there in critical. Okay, that's now P3 finish, P2 critical, P2 finish, P1 critical, P finish, and you can reset from here anytime. That was lock variable. Test and set. Test and set. Let's same thing, but here in test and set, instead of a variable, we use pointers so that the preemption of the processes does not occur and the critical section does not get messed up and there is no chance of deadlock. Let's go P0, P1, P2. Now, if you have a doubt, then let's me clear it. If I click on P1 again, it will not move forward. It will not at all move forward. Okay, because critical section is blocked. Now, as soon as I finish this, it will move. Now, P2 will not move because critical is failed. P1, then finish P2, then like that. Again, same reset from here. That was test and set. Now, turn variable. Turn variable is a two process algorithm. Only two processes can work. Okay. Let's say I first here in this algorithm we have assumed that P1 is at the first run. So P1 will go to critical section. Now if I try to enter the P2 into the critical section, it will show me a message because the turn equal to 0 and P1 is inside. So P2 cannot enter critical section. So we must finish P1. Okay, it is finished. Then we can enter P2 and yeah. Okay. Now let's say I am entering P2, it will not be able to enter because the chance is of P1. Only P1 can enter in here. Okay, that's and we can reset from here. The code can be resetted from the below button. Then we have Peterson. Turn variables advanced version is a Peterson solution where we also use a array of boolean named flag. It is a combination of turn variable and flag variable. Okay. Let's here same, if I press P2 it will show me a message that P2 will not be able to enter critical because P1 has the chance. When P1 has a chance based on the value that turn currently is equal to 0 and flag is currently equal to true comma false. Okay. Now let me enter P1. P1 goes to the critical section. Now let me try for P2. Now P2 cannot enter because P1 is in critical section and turn value is 1, flag is false true. Okay. Now let me finish P1. Now it is correctly aligned values. So P2 will be able to enter critical section and P2 will be able to be finished. You can reset from both these keys here. Now let's try this. Now we will try the ostrich method at the last. Let's say bankers algorithm. Let's say I am giving 3. Okay, 3 processes and number of resources 2 because we don't have to make it complex right now because I'm just showing a tutorial. Next, let's say my resources are 2 space 3. My P0 separated space separated value will be 1. Allocated is 1 0 and 3. No, not 3. 2 1 2 1 1 1. Okay. Now max resources for the first process to complete is 4 3. Max resources required for the second process to complete will be 4 4. And third space, I forgot the space. We have to give space separated. Okay, it is written here, enter integer value for 2 space separated. Then only it will leave you correct. You cannot enter space at the first digit or after the last digit. That is also invalid. And third, 1 comma 2. Okay, for this answer should come out to be P1. The array should be come out in will be 1 1 2 and 0. Answer should be 1 2 and 0. Let's check it. Next, 1 2 0. So the safe sequence for the given problem is 1 2 0. Process 1, process 2, process 0 as evident. We can calculate it on paper later. Now we go back. Now this ostrich method is a new method that I have implemented. We click on the ostrich method. Mind it that after clicking this warning button, your phone will freeze. There is a instruction for this program in this method only. Like if you click this button, it will generate a deadlock situation in a for loop that will hang your device, hang your application completely and maybe damage your device. So do it at your own risk. I am doing in a emulator, so it is okay. I am going to click on warning and it is hanged my device. I have to compulsory close my project OS application to exit it. Basically, this is our concurrency and deadlock part project given to us in the project of OS. I hope you like this video and have a better understanding of our project which we have submitted at GitHub. The code is available at the GitHub and there is a readme file also available in the same.